All Out with Rico and Karla is about to go live online. Catch select moments of All Out hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun. Mid-mornings on the Monster. Streaming video on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, or twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out hosts, Rico Robles and Karla Aguas. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, good evening is right because, oh my gosh, what are we doing at night? Who knows at this point? Who knows?
But
people?
We gotta welcome the new time slot with a bang. You know what I mean? And
that's right.
and
Say what's up to Alexa, by the way.
Hi,
who's
Alexa.
logged in and watching us on Twitch. Hey.
We have been waiting for this man for quite some time.
Yeah.
And they do say that good things come to those who wait.
Mhm.
And he's gonna grace us with our presence.
Let's just say first impressions last,
Mhm.
and I'll never forget first meeting him and thinking, wow, this guy is like so cool and different and stuff. And then he showed me his butt, and I was just like, well, that puts our friendship like on another level. I mean, I have never even seen like my best friend's butt, but sure. We can say butt on air. I just realized because
You
we're
can't
nice.
say.
So yeah, he's got a cute butt. I'm gonna leave it at
okay.
that. Yes, my girlfriend, but he got a cute butt.
I'm gonna leave that to you, Carla. You had the opportunity.
Leave it to me, please. You were staring right at his butt too. Don't even lie.
This is probably the first guest that ever done that to us.
I know.
yeah?
Let's say it left the best impression.
And then he's willing to come back and get some more.
know.
Ladies and gentlemen, he does have a movie out and he does have a new love life out as well. Please welcome back on the show none other than Diego Loyzaga.
Hey, Diego.
Hey, Rico and Karla, you guys killing me backstage.
So, naalala mo na.
Bro,
You know.
yeah, I remember.
Diego, it's as simple as
Namumula
this.
na ako.
We're not killing you. You put that upon yourself. You were like, listen,
did,
I'm going to head
I
to this
did.
radio station in the morning, meet these people for the first time, and show them my butt. So, I mean, you had it coming, bro. Like, you
Yes.
asked for it, and now forever,
Yeah.
we will remember you as that guy.
But you know what? I don't mind. Look, you do remember me until now because of that. So it's all
Yes.
good.
Exactly.
No
It's the
harm
best.
done.
It's the best first impression. So before we get into, of course, your latest project, life in general, how are you, Diego? Because we haven't seen you in a long time. You look really
I
good. How
know.
have you been?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. We briefly talked like just before this went live, but I really find really sweet that you guys are actually genuinely asking me how I am. And because we did see each other years back, I like that. That's really nice of you. So thank you. And I missed you guys too. I know you're reaching out a couple of times, Rico. I wasn't quite ready to, go back on the
course.
air and talk yet, but hey, here I am now, right? You said good things do come to those who wait, and I've been waiting too. So here we are.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering, Carla, I've been DMing him a lot. Yung mga developing
It's
yung-
the butt, you see.
Pero, yung-
Rico was like, well, I'm going to slide into those DMs.
yeah, I'll be like, hey, homie, how you been? Did you drop the
Yeah.
soap? But
I had to address that, bro. Nahiya ako sa'yo. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I didn't reply yet.
It's all
I did
good.
see it,
It's all good.
but
It's
I was
all
like,
good,
not
bro.
yet, not yet.
Of course.
And
And everything in its own time,
Mhm.
right? And we always want you to feel like this is a safe space where
Mhm.
you can literally hang out with us when you're ready. Nothing is worse than like just, making someone feel it like, come on. And then the person's like, I really don't want to be here. So hopefully you actually want to be here
Mhm.
because
No,
we
I do,
love
I do.
having you here. So
Yeah, and I
Rico?
appreciated that, you respected that. So thank you. Thank you. I mean that.
And one of the things as well is that people are probably asking you is that you do have sisters as well who are also in
Yeah.
show business. So how was
Yes.
that when they decided they're gonna enter show business?
Well, Angelina's been in the biz for quite a while now. And we even got to perform one time together. So alam ko rin naman na Sam has been singing for such a long. I remember they were like this small when they started singing in the house, playing
Aw.
piano and like doing improv, whatever. Yung mga kulitan ng mga kids that kids do. But of course, for them, iba eh, kasi, their mom is their mom and their dad is their dad. So I knew eventually one day, even Cheska, the youngest, is gonna join showbiz. I know that for a fact. So I'm always there to support them,
Mhm.
100%. Just like they're there to support me in everything I do. So I'm here for them, and I know they know that. And if ever they have different career paths, it'll all be the same. I'll still support them just the same.
Mhm.
Oh, brother goals.
Di
I
ba?
wish he was my brother. Diego, like seriously, this pandemic, this entire lockdown, the past year and a half going on 2 years was really tough, different,
Mm.
crazy, for a lot of people. Like we all struggled at one point, we all thrived at another. How was the pandemic like for you at the start and now? Like, is there a difference? Like, did you
Mhm.
struggle at the start and now like you're kind of getting used to it? Like,
Mm.
walk us through how it was like for you, because that's something that Rico and I always ask our guests,
Mhm.
because the answer is always different. So, like, when the pandemic first hit, how did it affect you? Like, were you like, whoa, this is some Resident Evil type stuff?
Actually, Carla, that's a good question. Um, I I'll start off with saying that seeing people getting sick and then hearing about people through friends, mutual friends, or personally are getting sick and passing away. That's the part that I don't think I can ever get used to. That's the part that
Mm-hmm.
that really takes a toll on on you as a person. Like, what the hell is going on? People are just dying, and with the whole government and
Mhm.
the everything, it's hard. That's difficult. That for me is the difficult part of this whole scenario. But like staying indoors,
Mhm.
uh, not being a very crowded area, lots of people.
Mhm.
I kind of started that in 2018 when I disappeared, right? When I left.
Oh,
So it's kind of like it's been going on longer than I would have hoped. I was ready to come back out and go to mall shows whenever there's mall shows, watch a movie in the cinemas, go to the mall. But of course, we can't do those things.
yeah.
Um, so parang na-extend lang. I had an extended quarantine. My one started back in November 2018, pretty much.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay with it actually. I'm all right with it. I'm an inside guy too. I like staying
Mhm.
indoors. I like my Netflix and chill time. So
Mhm.
it's cool. But what I can't get used to is like now we're so afraid with going out, the alcohol, the
Mm-hmm.
washing hands.
Mhm.
Stay 6 feet away from me. You might be sick. And I just want to hit the gym. I want to play basketball. And of course, every time we go out there, my mom's worried or my titas are worried, like, oh, did you wear a mask? You have your lol at the
Oh,
house. So it's
yeah.
difficult. That's the part I don't think we're ever gonna get used to, honestly.
Mhm.
That's so true.
Pero
Yep.
Diego, sobrang one of the things that we've come to learn from you, sobrang pandemic goals ka. No? Ikaw lang yung nagka-love life ng pandemic. Lahat ng tao nagbe-break. Ikaw lang ang kilala namin na nagka-love life. Paano mo
Yeah.
ginawa yun? Paano
Yeah,
naganap ang panliligaw?
bro.
Okay, so as corny as this is, and I'm sure she's gonna see this. This is literally what we call tadhana. Ito na
Mhm.
talaga yun.
Wow.
Because ironically, Barbie in my absence became friends with all of my close friends.
Mhm.
So when I started talking to people and catching up with my old friends, she was always there. And there was one time that they were planning a out of town trip. This was in between one of those ECQs, and
Mhm.
people were allowed to travel again and this and that. And they invited me, and they're like, "Diego, we're going to the beach. Come with us." And Barbie and I had known each other back before pa, 2018 din naman.
Mm-hmm.
But we were acquaintances. We weren't naman best buds. We didn't know each other's life stories yet. And it just so happened when we went to the beach, we clicked. We clicked, so we became closer. And then I know, like for an entire week after that, I didn't stop bugging her.
Mhm.
And yeah, and here we are today.
'Di ba? As
Oh,
in like,
that's so cute, though. I mean, like, that is the most wholesome way to get into a
mhm.
relationship. Like, it wasn't like you set out to be like, yeah, I'm gonna get a girlfriend in the middle of this pandemic. Like she was literally there. She was a friend. You guys hung out and it clicked. I mean, wow, dude, props to you. Were you,
Thank
may
you.
I just ask, please, were you scared? Because, Diego, you came from like a really tough time back in 2018, right? And then,
Mhm.
the pandemic hit. So you're still trying to adjust in all aspects physically,
Yeah.
mentally, emotionally, and then you re-meet Barbie and it's a different story. Was there a part of you that was kind of like hesitant, like, oh man, I like her, but maybe no, or like walk us through that. When did you decide, yeah, I'm gonna pursue her, I'm gonna bug her?
Oh naman, yeah, definitely nagkaroon ako ng realization na ganun, like, are you really ready? You know, is it really the time for this? Is this a
Mm-hmm.
priority? But I got the reassurance that I needed from Barbie. And I saw that she was so willing to help me too. I saw that she was hands on. She knew what I
Mm-hmm.
had been through and she knew what my goals were. And my goals and her goals aligned. So,
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what, if you have everyone has issues, all right? Everyone has like their own closet of skeletons and I understood hers just the way that she understood mine. And I feel as if, well, I'd like to believe naman I'm more equipped to handle with issues or whatever, or problems or personal, things now. And especially if my partner, my significant other also has them, I know also how to deal with them now better. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. Far from it. But I think I would be a lot more capable of going through those
Mm.
things now, especially with somebody like Barbie. And yun, so we take it a day at a time, slow but steady. Pero I know I made the right choice, and yeah, and every day I see that support from her, and it affirms me as a person. She makes me sane in a way. So, yun.
Why am I getting kilig? Because he's
Di
kilig.
ba?
Like you can
Yung,
literally see the kilig in his
oh
face
yan, si
and
Barbie,
his
nag-hi na
voice changes.
nasa
Oh,
guest
Talaga?
natin,
is
no?
this her?
She's what? Is that
Oh
her?
Is
boy.
this really her?
Is she what?
Yeah, I
That's
think
her.
so.
Hi,
Yeah, I
Barbie.
think
Okay.
so.
Oh,
Hi,
oh,
oh,
oh, oh, oh.
meron nasa likod.
Who's coming
Meron
into
nasa
the
Yeah,
likod,
room?
that's
nasa
Jess.
background.
It's my makeup
Ah,
Hey,
artist. Hi,
Jess.
Jess.
What's up, man?
hi.
I'm
Now,
blushing, bro.
you know, with you
Aw.
guys being together, I mean, social media, it shocked everybody.
Yeah.
Pero ano ba yung exact date that you guys got together? And then all of a sudden, when did you guys really decide, okay, eto na. We're gonna announce it and come what may.
Careful, Diego. She's watching, huh? Don't get this wrong.
No, I won't get it wrong, pero I guess okay lang din naman malaman ng public. Hala, tumawa lang. Oo nga, I am blushing. The date when we went to Sirom out of town was end of October, and because we always went out of town after that, but we were always with friends. And then she was like, "When are we gonna
Mm-hmm.
ask? When are we gonna go out of town na tayo lang?" And I was like, "Oh, don't worry, meron naman talagang pinaplan." But then I also got the hint from her na parang maybe she wants this to be serious too. Because there was a long time now I was wondering, does she want to be serious? Does she not want to be serious? So it was December 11, and we came out on New Year. Yeah, New Year, and we were in Bohol. No, daan-daan lang, Jess.
Di ba? Ganun lang eh, no? Yan, no? Stop lying daw. Crush mo daw siya noon.
Aw.
Sure. Sabihin ko dito. Are you sure?
Oh, yan na. Why? Why?
Tell us a story. Sige, tell us a story.
Yeah, tell us the whole story of this trip and then this
Okay,
coming out in
actually,
December.
game ako because Barbie always she exploits me when we're on live and stuff.
Grabe
She always
naman.
Yeah, she always tells it from her side. But 2018, meron kaming mutual friend na napalitaan ko lang na crush ako ni B noon and she was asking about me. So, pero I knew that was a long time ago. Hindi ko naman yun in-expect na porket noon crush niya ako. hindi ko naman naisip na this time around, I had a chance or anything. And in my absence, Barbie became who she is today, and I have to
Mm.
give her props for that. She put the groundwork in. She was in a lot of shows, a lot of movies. I have screenshots. Come on, bro.
Um, I'm sorry, Diego. I think you're lying.
I would, if we only could have her,
Can we
no?
have her on
Let's
the
see,
show?
let's see. I want to try
Rico.
to
Okay, Rico is going
find
to
a way.
DM her right now.
Yeah.
Barbie, check your DMs. Creepy guy named Rico Robles Live will be there. He'll send you a link. Please join.
Make
For
it
the love
happen.
of
Oh
God,
boy.
please join. But anyway, Diego, like you were quote unquote saying, so go back to your true story
Mhm.
of what really happened. Go.
Okay. All right. So now she's threatening with the screenshot. Or totoo naman. Totoo naman. I was chatty too back in 2018 to her. But in person, Barbie made the first move. In person, right?
Mm.
Yan yung
Details.
2018 pa to ah. But it wasn't ano lang. She was just asking me. She was just talking to me lang naman. It wasn't naman na lande. Hindi naman ganon. She was just being nice and being sweet. And I was going through something noon. And so was she. And parang we both mutually played the, okay, let's be friends to one another card.
Mhm.
So I thought
Mhm.
na yun lang yun. And then nung 2020, she greeted me happy birthday. And then I greeted her happy birthday too. And then after that, yun, nakita kami sa Sirom. We went out of town together. And yun, dun kami nag-click.
Was there like a formal question, if you could remember? Was there a formal question of asking, would you be my girl? Would you be my...
Yeah, that was in December. December na nun. After a few months, testing the waters. Please interview me also one-on-one.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep flashing
Ito
your
ganito,
comments.
Carla.
They're too
Pag
funny.
pumasok siya sa interview, i-kick out natin si Diego.
I know.
And then
Barbie,
one-on-one.
please hop on the stream and join us.
Naka-DM na,
Let's make
naka-DM
this like
na.
a true, actual like retreat bull session. No, I'm just kidding. But Diego, okay, I gotta ask because I think this is so cute. Of course, we're gonna talk about your project in just a bit because I think that's amazing that you're really back at acting because people have missed you, dude. You're a really good actor. So
Appreciate
back
it.
to this whole killing thing. What was it about Barbie, aside from the fact that she supports you and she understands, but what was it about her that you were just like, wow, I really want to take this seriously. I really just want to be with this person, like amidst everything that I've been through and that I'm possibly going to go through, with this pandemic and everything. What was it about her that you were just like, dang, bro, yes.
Naku, okay.
Iba na.
Baby, wag lalaki ulo ha. Sinasabi ko lang.
Aw.
All right. So, after the really long hiatus that I took, I was pretty sure I was more equipped, with knowing what's right, what's wrong, what to do, what not to do, and where I wanted to go with my career in terms of my career, my work, finances, and all that stuff. But meeting B and when I saw how well she took care of herself, her finances, her career, I was inspired. I was inspired by her. I have to give her credit for that. I definitely was inspired that she had achieved so much, and she has all these connections. She's friends with everybody, and of course, nakatulong yun sa showbiz. And I was like, wow, this girl really, she's got her head on right. You know what I mean? She's looking towards her 5-year plan, 10-year plan, and I'm not getting any younger. So, syempre isip ko rin, dude, do you have these things? Like, are you thinking about the same things she's thinking of? And I guess I know some guys probably won't admit that. Na parang one big strength of theirs is their woman, is their girl in their life. But of course, one day the person you're dating or your girlfriend is supposed to be your wife and become the mother of your kids. So she checked all the boxes of who I want my mother of my kids to be, because she's got everything in check. Even in her house, they have like a schedule of how orderly they keep the things in their house when they clean, and she's an independent woman. She's like a boss lady. So I was like, okay, she's a good influence on me. She's keeping me away from bad things, and she's teaching me new things, and I help her in other ways also. And I think, this would be a good match. And then we just kept on going, kept on going. I kept on learning from her. She was learning from me. So sabi ko, there's no reason naman why we should break or why we wouldn't work. So until today, we're still going strong. And of course, showbiz that's a huge factor that we're both artists. So she understands the nature of my job, and I understand hers. Although sometimes, it's difficult not to get celos in showbiz, especially when your partner is in
Aw.
showbiz too. No, it's true. It's true. Like, if she has a partner, I know it's just a job. But of course, I'm in love with the person. Of course, you're kind of gonna get affected talaga. And likewise, so the extra mile of being sensitive to one another. So we both understand that. Like every time one of us gets out of line, we're like, "Yo, remember, showbiz. Remember, work lang to." So it's not that difficult as compared to if it were outside of showbiz or stuff like that.
For those who are
Grabe,
tuning in, we
Karla.
have Diego Loyzaga. He's joining us, and he's just talking about life and love.
Let our
and-
response
Yeah.
be sana all.
Now,
Wait.
with it, Diego, may mga limitations din ba kayo when it comes to taking in roles?
Yeah.
Is there something that you can't do, and is there something that she can't do?
Why did I bring this up?
You guys are both hot people. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Mhm.
papainom muna. Papainom muna.
Yeah, I just need to take a sip of water there. All right. Well, I think ako yung nag-set neto because Barbie, for one, she's not, she doesn't like that. For herself, hindi siya yung, well, of course she has her, she's hella sexy. Alam naman buong bansa yun. I'm getting married to someone else. I'll repost this interview.
Carry on.
So yeah, Barbie's hot. The whole world knows that. The whole Philippines knows that. And of course, she has her, sexy beach photos. But she's at the beach. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? So tama nga na lang. But when it comes to work, like movies, she's not the type, those really hardcore kind of love scenes, maraming pinapakita, which is kind of in today, diba?
Yeah.
Yes, it's in today. It's a thing in showbiz today. Me on the other hand, I'm open to it as long as parang pasok siya dun sa story na kwento. Like, if it makes sense, there are two lovers in the story, of course they're gonna make love. And it's not a PG movie. There's killing, there's swearing, there's robbing or whatever in the movie. Of course, the love scene isn't gonna be pang Disney na love scene. So meron kaming usapan dun. As long as, it makes sense, as long as it's not too much, as long as it's not, going on the lines of some other kind of entertainment that, I'm not gonna say, but I'm sure you guys get me. Di okay lang. But at the same time, we still have to be sensitive to each other's feelings. And as any relationship, really, ganun naman talaga. As long as we're both comfortable with it, okay, go. But of
I
course,
think that's good.
yeah, ang takot ko lang is ayaw naming dalawa na nakakasakal. Na, ang daming limitations, bawal gawin to, bawal gawin yan kasi, magsiselos. No, I don't want to stop her from growing as a person. And I know she feels the same way for me. If she says, no, Diego, I don't feel like you should do this. And then, it could lead to something big for me in my personal career. Syempre, I'm sure she'd understand. Same way for me naman.
But
That's
I
great.
could imagine like if you guys are given the role, kayong dalawa, magkasama kayo, and it will be scenes na you guys, play together, you guys are lovers in the movie. Are you open to that project?
Yeah.
Given
Kaming
that
dalawa?
chance?
Like
Yeah.
working with her.
I'm getting out of this lock-in 3 days, and 3 days after that, I'm entering the lock-in with Barbie.
Hey,
Wow,
okay.
that's awesome. Sorry, I'm like
Yeah.
such a mom. I'm like, oh, okay. No, that's wonderful, Diego, because if there's something that we can pick up from this interview, it's that, the two of you respect each other so much as people and as actors that, you'll share your insecurities and you'll communicate like, that makes me uncomfortable, but I'm not going to stop you because it'll help your career. And, that's great that you guys also have that in your hearts that I'm not going to do something that I know will hurt the other. I think that's a really good sign of a very healthy relationship. And that's so
Thank
rare,
you.
especially like in your field. I'm not saying that showbiz is like toxic or whatever, but I mean, it's hard enough to have a relationship as a normal person. It's another when
Mhm.
both of you are literally artistas, right? I mean, that's
True.
insane, dude. Props to both of you. That's fantastic. I mean,
Thank
that's
you.
just faith in humanity restored. Rico,
Di ba? And to level it up, put it all in a pandemic. Di ba? Ganun lang eh, no?
yeah.
Yeah,
Locked in pa.
actually.
Now,
If,
you do
Oh,
have a
there.
movie that's
Wait.
okay.
Diego's gonna say something. Yeah.
sorry. I was gonna say lang, if anything, because of the pandemic, it gave us actually more time to parang
Mm.
understand one another. That's probably the reason why we got each other so quickly. So I'm
Hmm.
not saying the pandemic is a good thing. Hell no, no talaga. But I guess there was a silver lining in it all.
Hmm.
Take note
Yeah.
guys, during a pandemic, okay manligaw kasi you get to know each other. Pero pag
Rico.
together na kayo tapos nag-pandemic, medyo ibang usapan 'yon, no? That's
Naman
a,
Lord.
Maybe.
that's a whole different thing. Now, Becky's on the run. Tell us about this.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
playing a cop.
What is
What's the
it?
role here?
No. I play the role of Andres, and all right, my character, galit siya sa mundo. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
I swear over 100 times in this movie. Like
Mm.
my line starts with a swear and ends in a swear word in everything that I say. He's that mad at the world. He hates everything. Except for his brother. Na yung kapatid niya si Donald ay isang LGBT, part of the LGBT community. He's gay. He's gay.
Okay.
And from a young age, he already knew that. So laking kalye kami dalawa. The only thing is, inampon siya kasi meron, si Nanay Pasing is this lady, well, she's a guy, also
Mm.
gay, and inaampon niya yung mga batang walang pamilya na gay.
Okay.
So, hindi ako
Okay.
kasama. So, naiiwan ako. So, I grew up by myself, sumali ako sa kung ano, mga gang, I became a criminal. And then years after, we see each other again because kailangan niya yung tulong ko. And he needs to make money. Now, we have no
Okay.
means of making money. So we decide to do something wrong for a right, which is still wrong.
Yes.
We rob a place, and in doing so, it opens up, or parang it introduces these other characters who are actually going through something also na hindi namin alam, na kusang sumama si Kylie Versosa to, na kusang si
Mm.
Adriana, kusang sumama sa amin kasi meron din pala siyang pinagdaanan sa buhay niya, which is very, very deep. And the movie tackles that issue also. Yung pinanggagalingan ni Adriana kung bakit siya sasama sa mga magnanakaw sa dalawang, people who are breaking the law. And
Mm-hmm.
it tackles sige, I'll open it up na. It
Mm.
tackles what women go through. Because it's not only men who are parang degraded, or yung mga gays na who are being degraded from a young age. Also women who, I think naman women are always fighting for power in
Mm.
this world. They always have to make a stand. And here is this woman na marami siyang mga kapatid who are, in the army, mga general, mga ganun. And at her household, she's very degraded. She's
Mm.
pushed around, and even worse things are done to her. That's why kusang sumama sa dalawang kriminal. And
Okay.
it explains all that. So ang dami ko nang sinabi actually.
It's okay.
And it just shows the dynamic of what happens to these people who are so broken, who are so effed up, if I may say the
Mm.
term. And they have to go out of their way to make money, or to steal, to help this na si Nanay Pasing, yung mommy
Mm.
ni Donald. So it's kind of like a dark comedy. It's humor. It's funny, but then at the same time, it touches on real things that happen in life, and real things that
Mm.
people are going through, and their struggles in life. So yeah, I
Mm.
think I pretty much said
Diego.
everything.
Yeah, I mean that's a
Mm.
cool movie. Like honestly, when he was sharing, I was like, oh wow, like I get it. It's gonna be funny, but at the same time, it's gonna be so real. I feel for a lot of
Yes.
people. Now,
Mm.
was this your first like big project coming back into showbiz? If not,
Um,
like I mean, working on this movie,
Mm.
were you also a little hesitant? Were you a little doubtful? Like you took a hiatus and like, this
Mm.
is a totally different kind of role for you. Like, walk us through getting back into acting because don't get me wrong, everyone is happy that you're back. I mean, your fans are really happy as well. But
Thank you.
was it easy? Did it feel like, oh yeah, I needed this? Or did you struggle as well getting back into acting after being gone for a while?
Mm, it comes and goes, the struggle. So I filmed the movie, the first one, after coming back this time last year, 2020, and it was
Okay.
released earlier this year. That was Death of a Girlfriend by Direk Yam
Mm.
Laranas. And it asked for a scary side of Diego, yung psychotic kind of side of Diego. So, I had to tap in a couple things from the past and a couple
Mhm.
experiences and a few movies I watched. And I think I did I'd like to say I did a good job in that
Mm.
film. Direk said, I was able to get my character, but we both promised each other another project that we would try it again, run it back, and do it again. And after that, I had Encounter, which is a Korean remake adaptation, sorry, a Philippine adaptation of a Korean original series ni nila Park Bogum, and we shot that early this year until mga
Mhm.
May. So
Wow.
yeah, that was that's where I felt my first struggle, I
Mm.
guess, again, because we were locked in for months on end. And
Wow.
yun yung part na nakakabaliw eh. You've been
Mm.
stuck in your hotel room. You can't see your friends, your family, which is kind of a normal right now, but in a whole complete like new level because you're far,
Mm.
far away. You're far away from QC. You're not in your area. You're not where you live. Yeah, it's kind of difficult. And then after that, um, we shot Becky's. Becky's was the next. Becky's on the Run. And
Mm.
after Becky's, I just finished shooting House Tour by Derek Roman Perez Jr.
Mm.
And now I'm on the set of More Than Blue. So this is
Mhm.
actually the first time that I'm saying this because
Mm.
biglaan to. Biglaan
Mm.
to. Wasn't part of the plan. So this is the first announcement. I think I don't even think Viva's announced that I'm part of this yet. So here it
Mm.
is, which is
Yay!
also yeah, it's also a Korean. It's a Philippine adaptation of a Korean original, but there was also
Mm.
Taiwanese. This is such a nice movie. It's such a nice script, such a nice project. And kasama ko dito si Yasi Pressman and JC
Mm.
Santos. So this is insane,
Wow.
tear-jerking drama. Yeah, it's such a nice film. I can't wait to watch it. We're not even halfway done, but I can't wait to watch it already. So yeah, and then after
Grabe
this,
ah. I mean, okay, after this, what else? What else do we have to
sorry,
find out?
sorry. Yeah, after this is the one with Barbie, of course.
Mm.
I mean, Diego, talk about
Sure.
like, you took a hiatus, and when you came back,
Yeah.
showbiz was like, come here, come here. Like, we've missed you, bro. I mean, that's fantastic, Diego. Like, it's so hard for people to find projects now to be able to work on things that they
Mm.
actually love. And here you are being given script after script, project after project. Doesn't that just feel so good? Like, so many people believe in you and your craft. Like, dude, we
You're
should
making
celebrate
me
you.
emotional.
Yeah, no,
Mm.
I'm serious. It's so
Yeah.
fantastic. I mean, how does that feel to come back
Uh,
after a while and everyone's just like, yes, like Diego's here. Let's get him on everything.
Well, first, I'd have to thank, Viva for giving me this opportunity. And I don't mean to sound like a promo or anything. I really do
Mm.
mean it. And God, because, it was a difficult journey, but, we're here. We made it. And let's go again for round two. Uh, Definitely feeling more equipped and ready for this time around.
Mm. Now, Becky's on the Run. I mean, you did mention the cast that you're with. Hindi mga ordinaryo yung mga co-stars mo. Grabe. You have
True.
Shandy Guzman, who's
Yeah.
big name now for Taya, as well as Kylie Versosa, who had a Housemaid. It just came out, and it's
Mm-hmm.
#1 now on Viva Max. Both of those films are 1 and 2. Now, Becky's on the Run is coming September 17th. Grabe. I mean, and then all of a sudden you did mention, More Than Blue. That is, of course, you guys are working on.
Oh,
And
Mm-hmm.
this is a star-studded thing. I mean, when
Yes.
it came to it, do you really have to bring it? Did you have to work extra when it
Yeah.
comes to acting?
Yes. Yes. And I'm so open for criticism. Like I tell Direct and everyone, yo, if there's anything, tell me.
Mm.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Not that I don't trust my own yung kakayahan ko, pero I just want everything as perfect can be. I
Mm.
want everything paulit-ulit na eh. I just want everything as it should be. And I don't want to lack in
Mm-hmm.
any aspect. So we were doing spiels earlier this morning, and
Mhm.
Yasi heard my spiel, and even I knew naman, I kind of spieled it as if I was an ASAP, yung parang ganun lang. And then I saw Yasi's face, and I went up to him like, Yas, was that kind of too parang pang ASAP? And then she's like, yeah. Should I do it again? Ikaw. And I go, yes, sige, I'll put more emotion into it. And I went back and we take two. Ano lang to, promo lang to, spiel lang to. Went take two on spiel. So,
You're
yun.
such a perfectionist. Oh, bless.
Trying lang. I just,
Um,
I want to make sure that I do my job right. But,
Mhm.
since
yeah.
I am exactly what you said, not everyone is being given this opportunity. The pandemic, a lot of people have lost their jobs. And
Mhm.
blessed is an understatement of the chance that everyone's been giving me. So I have to make the most of it, and I have to show that I'm willing to push. I'm willing to give more. I'm willing to do my best, and if kaya ko pa more than my best, then I'll give that too. Yeah.
So, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, September 17th, Becky's on the run. We do have Diego Loyzaga. He is joining us. Now, the director of this is not an ordinary director, man. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, Miss Direct Joel Lamangan is the Direct Joel Lamangan. He has a lot of
Yeah.
awards, and he's also known to be very, very strict when it comes
Critical,
to work. So,
professional.
how was it
Mm.
working with him, and what did you learn?
For me, I love this style. Maybe it doesn't work for everyone, or if hindi mo pa siya kilala. Of course, I didn't know him personally, pero I knew of him and I knew of his style of directing. So I was expecting it, but not first thing in the morning on the first day.
Oh no,
And
spill the tea.
yeah, right away, straight off the bat. Pero nakakatuwa naman eh. Hindi ako nasaktan, hindi ako na-offend sa mga sinasabi niya. I knew
Mm.
everything that he said, nasa tamang lugar naman eh. It all made sense to me kung ba't niya sinasabi. And it shocked. So, ganito yung ganito
I
nangyari. Yung
think
kwento
scene,
ko
no?
na.
Scene. Okay.
Uh, actually, on the set na. Actors on the set is ready, cameras are set up. So, bumaba ako, Kylie, the four of us, Christian and Sean. We get on the set, and Rex sees our clothes. And, parang bagong labas. Siyempre, mga mahihirap kami sa pelikula.
Mhm.
Nagalit si Direk sa wardrobe. I don't want to repeat yung mga swears, but ang
Mhm.
lupit niya magmura. Sobrang lupit. Lutong. So,
Mhm.
naano lang ko na, okay, so ganito yung ano niya. But I understand where he's coming from. Tama naman siya. I mean, of course, we can't be wearing those kinds of clothes kasi, yun nga, it doesn't suit the character.
Mhm.
And I went through our whole shooting na wala siyang sinabi sa akin. Hindi siya nagalit sa akin. He would sometimes in the mornings give almost like an acting workshop for the four of us. He'd make us down. Ikaw, Diego, what does your character want to do in this scene? What does he want to get from the scene? I'd explain. Okay,
Mhm.
so ano yung mga gagawin mo? I'll explain again. All right, and then he'll move on to the next person, next person, next person. I was so happy that the entire longevity of the film, he didn't get mad at me for acting.
Mhm.
But he did mention to me that he hates it kapag late yung artista or an artist makes him wait. So I was like, oh, I know, no worries. I'll set an alarm an hour before I need to wake up. So every day I got
Mhm.
it right. Then on the last day, I was on a clean slate, no
Mhm.
worries, no problems. I had my first scene in the morning, and then they told me go back to your hotel room. We don't need you yet until later. It's afternoon. So I was like, okay.
Mhm.
Ang aga eh. So syempre nakatulog ako. Lahat ng kasama ko, yung dumaan kanina si Jess, nakatulog din
Mhm.
siya. My driver, si Ram, nakatulog din. I guess but there was three of us in a room, and apparently they had been knocking my door for an hour.
Mhm.
And this was the finale, the final scene, all-star cast, talents, everyone was there. Whew. So we woke up. I woke up to my phone ringing, and they're like, Diego, they're looking for you on the set. Oh no. So I hurried up, got to the set, and boom. Yun na talaga yun. All hell broke loose. It was insane. Like, he was so mad. He was so mad. But again, nasa tama eh. I mean, like, I guess, may fault ako dun. Nakatulog ako. Maybe I shouldn't have slept, knowing that I still had a scene to do. You know, kahit puyat, lahat naman puyat eh. Lahat naman pagod. So, you know, I took it. I understood it. I went up to him direct. I'm sorry. I'll go to the set and then let's just take the scene. To make things worse, it rained. So he didn't
they
get the
shot-
shot that he wanted.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So-
Did you ever hear that line? Yung tumatawag sila, ikaw na lang ang hinihintay.
I heard it that day. He said it. They said it. And may kasama pang, isang oras na kami kumakatok sa pintuan niyo. Masakit na nga yung kamay ko sa kakakatok sa pintuan niya. I was like, bro.
It's like insult to injury.
That's
It's
the
like
worst line that you can hear in
sorry.
showbiz. Ikaw na lang ang hinihintay. Di ba?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So will we be
But-
seeing those? Will we be seeing those emotions on Becky's on the Run?
Yeah, more or less. Definitely naman magpapakita si Andes, my character ng he's just really angry. He's an angry guy. But for all of us, definitely you'll see yung dynamic. Also, this is something I didn't get to say, no. I guess for me this was a very nice portrayal of paano pinapakita yung dynamic ng magkapatid na yung isa lalaki tas yung isa bakla. And how they can still love and support each other despite sexual preferences. Now, for me, naman, personally, I don't think that should make a difference. But, you know, in the world, there's sometimes na kapag umamin yung isang kapatid na he's gay, biglang hindi na kinikilala ng brother or ng family. So, this shows a nice dynamic of that, I for my personal opinion.
And
Aw.
how were you able to prepare for the role?
Yeah.
I mean, did you talk to some friends who had a gay sibling? How did it go for you?
I had a friend in mind. Meron akong
Okay.
kaibigan na ganito eh. But then with the aspect of, you know, having a gay brother, si Jess, yung duman kanina, I'm with this guy every day. Every day.
Aw.
And I accept him beyond who he is and everything that he does and all his antics, you know, he's who he is as a person. So for me, it wasn't difficult naman having Christian portrays character as Donald. And nag-jive kami ni Christian agad. I remember our first scene, the camera wasn't on him, it was on me. And he gave his support. And then reverse naman, I had no camera, but you know, it was an emotional scene. I was still giving him my 100%. And afterwards, I was like, "Thank you, bro." And he's like, "Thank you too." And as soon as it happened, I was like, "Okay, we're gonna be fine in this movie." Because syempre, you also get from your co-actors, and I saw that he was giving. Same with Kylie, same with Sean. So it was a great cast. I was lucky to be part of that.
September 17th.
I'm
That is in
excited.
4 days. That is coming out. Of course, Viva Max. You guys could watch Becky's on the Run. It is directed by none other than Direct Joel Lamangan. At sa bandang ending, makikita nyo yung itsura reaction ni Diego
Those tears and emotions come from the fact that
from a comedy.
he overslept and he felt the shame. Shame.
Shame.
Aw,
Diba, diba?
Diego.
But you know, here on the show, we do have all-out questions, just random fun questions that you could share
Sure.
with us. You know, we did mention earlier pandemic. We did mention earlier panliligaw. Do you have any ligaw tips in these pandemic times?
Wow. Do I have tips? I guess listen. That is a very, you know, basic tip, but
Yeah.
you know, I think that's one of the most important. There are times in a relationship that you don't even hear your partner anymore, but all along or all this time, she's been giving hints or he's been giving hints. It works both ways, no matter if it's a guy or the girl. But just listen to what your partner is saying. the reason why I'm saying this is because I definitely need to listen to B sometimes. She's explaining things, and I try to be, parang yung the alpha guy na parang, no, it'll be all right. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Ginanon ko siya, and she explains to me that, baby, sometimes I need you to listen to me when I'm telling you this, that I'm worried about this or I'm thinking about this. And well, in my defense naman, it's not because like I'm saying it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to say that I want you to feel better right away. So don't worry about it na lang. But sometimes guys, dudes, they actually just want you to listen. So just like, okay, baby, what is it? Sabihin mo, ano ba yun? Let them explain. And it's therapeutic for them, I guess. Same with guys naman. I'm sure there are guys also who like that. So that's, I guess, tip number 1.
Listen.
That's a good tip, Rico. You better write that down because you do all the talking and never any of the listening. Anyway, Diego, you mentioned Netflix and chill. You enjoy your time alone as well. Were there any movies or shows that you were just so addicted to? Like you were binging it, rewatching it, obsessing over it. Were you a Tiger King fan at one point? Like everybody
Tiger
was?
King.
Like, come on.
No, what's Tiger King? Ba't di ko
Oh
alam
my
yun?
Oh my God.
I'm
It was
so
like early
sorry.
20, it was early pandemic, 2020 vibes. Everyone wanted to be Carol Baskin and they wanted Joe Exotic to be their best
Joe,
friend.
yeah,
You have to
that's
give it
Oh
a
right.
watch.
my.
But other than that,
Okay.
what were you watching or what have you been binging or rewatching when you actually have time in between like
Oh no.
projects?
Okay,
K-dramas.
so no, no, no. Oh no. All right, so I'm into anime. I like anime.
Mhm.
Hella into anime. I finally said it. I always knew it, baby. I always knew it. All right, so I'm into anime. Um, don't want to sound like a geek, but
Mhm.
I think we should break the stigma. There's nothing wrong with watching anime. And
Break the stigma.
yeah, The Good Doctor. Yeah, B and I love that. Ano pa ba? I'm always like this when people ask me, "What do you watch?" On the spot, I can never remember what I watch on Netflix. But ang dami talaga eh. Early pandemic, The Money Heist, but this new one that came out, hindi ko na pinanood. I don't know. Wait.
It's okay. It's not a pressing question,
Yeah,
dear.
it's not,
It's
it's not
okay.
heavy.
You don't have to like feel
Pressure
pressure.
bigla eh, no?
Parang I want to
Rico,
go
do
through
you
my
have a
Netflix and
question?
watch. Eto. Although late to yung The Last Dance ni Michael Jordan. Yeah, I just watched it
Mm.
again. Yeah, that.
And
And
then The
if I
Palace,
remember
did you
more,
watch?
no, I didn't.
Malice in the Palace. Oh,
Malice in the
that's good.
Palace?
I'm not
Malice.
even a
Yeah.
basketball person.
Yeah.
That was
I did.
good.
Sorry. Yung Kai Artest and
Yeah.
Jermaine O'Neal. Yeah, I did. I watched that.
Napaka-thug
Alright.
life nila eh, no?
I didn't know they
Yeah,
were such
yeah.
thugs. Can I
Right?
just share? I watched it and I was literally like, oh my God,
Bunch
like this
of
is a thing?
gangsters.
Like this was a thing?
You know
Pero
what I mean?
Artest, he was really trying to keep it in.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was that
I'm not being
fan.
biased. Yeah, I'm not
Mhm.
being biased. What he did is still wrong. I still feel like what he did is very wrong. He still reacted, But like in his defense, medyo coming from the same kind of, he was trying to stop himself. He really was. He really was. So I have to give him that at least. But mali pa rin. Mali pa rin.
It was the cup, he just flew.
And not just that, remember the other one, like the fan that went on the court and was like
Yes,
about
and
to
squared
punch,
up.
and like
Squared
everyone was
up.
like, "This is the stupidest thing anyone can do." Like,
in front of Ron Artest, right?
Anyway, we could talk about
Exactly.
this for forever, Rico.
Grabe, di ba? Okay, ano yung mga, especially this pandemic times, pagkain, ano yung mga trip mong kinakain
Yeah, because you're
ngayon?
so fit.
No, I'm not anymore. Yeah,
Oh.
I gained some weight. Again, I'm becoming like Christian Bale, like he puts on like 30 pounds. But when he needs to for a movie and then he loses it again. I'm not saying I'm Christian Bale because I'm kidding ako. I swear that's not what I mean. But like he puts on weight, takes it off, and I've been yo-yoing my weight, which isn't a good thing. I'm gonna keep it off this time. It's just that wala eh. In love eh. Yan talaga yung reason eh. Every time she orders something, may order din ako eh. Nawawala yung diet. But now we're both on track on getting each other fit. So, Done. That's another thing that I really love about our relationship. We even support each other done. So I know she wants to be fit, so I'm helping her with her diet. I'm teaching her what I know about workouts and
Mhm.
dieting. And then she supports me by not ordering Grab. So yun.
Ang hirap
But
nun,
I find
ah.
it so
Yeah.
cute, you know, like he did the classic preschool strategy for teachers. It's called kiss, kick, kiss, where he was like,
Okay.
"Oh, you know, like I really love like B. She is so sweet and so
Mm.
wonderful, and you know that's what happens when you're in love. You gain so much weight because she orders you food, but it's because she's thoughtful and she loves me. Kiss,
Exactly.
kick, kiss. That's the strategy.
Yes.
I see you, bro. I'm a woman. I see what you did." Anyway,
See, I didn't even know
uh,
that. See?
yeah, that's how it works. But yeah, okay, I've got one. Okay, now that you are like getting back into fitness,
Mhm.
you know, people can't really go to gyms right now. They can't really work out the way that they used to. Do you have any
Mhm.
tips for them, Diego? Like any workouts that they can do at home, or are you watching those YouTube workout videos? Like,
Yeah.
how are you keeping in shape?
Yes. There was a time that I was in a few lock-ins that I was just watching yung simple TRX or
Mhm.
HIIT workouts that you see on YouTube, the 30-minute ones. They work
Mm-hmm.
just as fine as any ones that, you know, don't include weightlifting. But it really depends on your overall goal. Like you have to oh, okay, here we go. It's gonna
Mga
start. All right,
Shanti yan,
so
hip-hop abs.
Hip hop
yeah,
abs, Taibo, Taibo.
it depends on what you want to get. Like if you just want to maintain your weight, if you want to get patak, or if you want to get
Mm.
shredded, or you know just lose a couple pounds. It depends on your calorie intake. You count your macros, and then you work out. But honestly, if you're not really into doing all those things, and if it sounds like a lot of work, just make sure like in a week you get 3 to 5 times like 30-minute exercises, whatever you
Mm.
like doing. You know, you can jump rope indoors. You can do some push-ups, some squats, some lunges. You know, watch a 30-minute exercise on YouTube. Just to get the heart rate up, just so that, you know,
Mhm.
your blood is flowing, it's pumping, you're healthy. That's enough. But for people who are, you know, seeking above that, they want to get
Mhm.
abs or they want to get really fit, they want to have, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger body. That's something that you have to look into. My
Mhm.
best advice is you get a personal trainer because
Mhm.
he'll make sure that you know you do it right, you do it correctly. A nutritionist because
Mhm.
there are some sites online that you know you can put in your BMI or you can put in your goal weight. And some
Mhm.
people
Mm-hmm.
really don't need to lose weight. I've noticed that there are so many people who are so parang what's the term? They think that they're
Body
overweight.
conscious?
Yeah,
Yeah,
body
they're like
conscious.
conscious about
That's it.
yeah.
That's it. And they don't need to lose any weight. You know, they feel like they're fat, but really they're not. It's just maybe the stress of the pandemic,
Mhm.
everything else that's
Yeah.
going on that adds to it. But there are naman, like in my case, who, you know, stayed indoors for a very, very long time. Nagko-COVID ako nung March eh.
Mhm.
And I was stuck inside my room, couldn't do anything. You know, I felt sorry for myself at some point that I was work was delayed because of me.
Mhm.
And so, you know, guilt eating, I guess, is that the term of it? So I'd order, I knew I was eating more than I needed to, or more than my calorie count. And then I
Mhm.
gained weight. Now, for those people who want to lose that weight again, syempre kailangan high intensity na workouts and, you know, some weightlifting. I know that there are still a lot of shops online that if you order, they'll send
Mhm.
you everything. Actually, the whole up to the whole cage. You can even build a gym inside your house. Now, if
Yeah.
on you're on a budget, I don't know body weights. All you need is a chair, pretty much.
Mhm.
Push-ups, squats, you know, burpees, all the things to get your heart rate up. That's pretty much it.
Dami
Makes
ka
it sound so
natututunan, ah, 'di
simple, pero
ba?
it's like
So I
when
get
you
that
get
part.
there, you're like,
When
ayoko na.
when Diego's like,
Yeah.
go on YouTube, watch the video. So manonood lang, ah. So
Yeah.
talagang literally
I'm tired
manonood.
after watching. It's like, yeah, you did
Hindi.
a good sweat,
But you
girl.
know,
Good job.
we're learning so much from you, man, when it comes to
But
Yeah.
diet and
actually,
everything now.
Rico, that's actually a good point. I think for me that's the hardest part. It's
Mm.
you know when you chuck the video on and you start watching, it's getting into the right like mental
Minds. Yeah,
state.
yeah.
Yeah, the mindset that okay, I'm gonna do this. That's the hardest part. Like researching about it isn't that hard. Researching about the
Mhm.
diet isn't hard. It's like when you really make the decision that you want to make the change, then you know, tuloy-tuloy na siya. But that's the hard part. I don't know. Only you can do that, really. No one else
Yeah.
can make you do that. Eh. You have to realize that
And
within
pag may
yourself.
mga time na kunyari, You don't feel like getting up. You don't feel like
Just get
working
up.
out. What do you do? Do you
Mom,
go on a different sport? What do you do?
Mamba mentality, do it anyway.
Mhm.
Do it anyway. Because
Mm,
once you get over it, dun mo pa masasabi na parang, okay, sobrang lumakas na ako. Kasi it's the discipline of it. You're practicing discipline.
Mhm.
You don't want to do it, but you
yeah.
have to. You know you have to. So gagawin mo pa rin.
For those that are
Mamba
tuning in, we
mentality.
have Diego Loyzaga. He is joining us. Of course, Becky's on the Run. It is coming out September 17th. Go ahead, invite everybody for the film, my man.
All right, so one more time. Becky's on the Run. September 17, kasama ko pa dito si Kylie Versosa, Christian Bables, Sean De Guzman, and it's a beautiful story, or maybe very well explained. It showcases how the LGBT community may be degraded in some ways, and how hard it is to be uh, growing up, growing up and discriminated, coming from starting from a young age and bullied, and how difficult it is growing up in life. And then it comes to the point that you're gonna need money and you're gonna have to rob a place.
Mm-hmm.
And um, ayun, you're gonna have to rob the place. And wait, I don't want to say too much because if I say
Don't
too
spoil
much, then
it.
yeah, yun na
Yeah,
nga
don't
eh.
spoil it.
I'm going. So yun, that's I'll leave it there. It touches on the points of how difficult it is growing up in the LGBT community, being a gay, and then having a straight brother, not really having a family, being poor since a very young age, and how the world can treat you
Yeah.
if yun nga, that's your situation.
Okay, so that's something we can all look forward to, guys. September 17, malapit na yan. Diego, message for all of your fans and your supporters that through thick and thin, through hell and high water, have been there for you and just love on you every single day. Message to all of your fans and followers.
All right, so sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa akin since the very, very start, back in growing up days pa lang, really mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I know who you guys are. I still see you. I still see your posts. So I love you guys. I really mean that. And for all the new people who have heard about me or heard about projects and who are supporting me, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. That if in some way I can inspire you, if some way you can learn something from the things that I've been through in the past, and if even just entertaining you from any of my projects or movies, it affirms me as a person. And I thank you very much.
Rico, you want to
And
do the message for
and
Hewitt?
and Diego, this is something that we're gonna ask you because we've witnessed everything unfold, and you've handled yourself very, very well.
Yes.
You're doing such a great job, and this is how it is to be uniquely and genuinely happy, and we are witnessing it. And you want that life. So, do you have any advice for people out there who are going through something, who went through a love problem, who's going through a heartache, that everything is going to be okay?
Um, I'd like to generalize a little bit more, not just yung love life or heartache.
Mhm.
Especially, I want to touch on the issue of this pandemic. I'm sure this is people are going through some sort of depression, some sort of anxiety. Thinking of how they're gonna put food on the table, make money for their families. Well, firstly, take it one day at a time. I feel like
Mm,
this is definitely an issue that I still have to try and figure out because I'm still figuring it out. There's sometimes that I think so far ahead, like, what am I going to do for this? How am I going to pay for this? My mom needs help with this, or I need to do this for my family. And just overthinking it doesn't help the
Mhm.
issue. So take it one day at a time, focus on what you need to do today and get that done. Tomorrow is a completely different problem. Figure it out tomorrow. God will give you the right gifts, the right tools that you'll need for tomorrow. And another really, really big thing that I forgot to do or lacked doing before,
Mhm.
count your blessings.
mm,
Um, you may not have everything, or you may not have everything you'd want to have, but you have to be able to look around you every now and again, or even every day if you could. You see your family, you see your parents, you see your siblings, you see the things that you do have in your possession already, and just be thankful for it. sobrang laking bawas yun eh when you're overthinking about stuff like, oh, I need to do this, I need to get this done. Just take a moment, thank yourself. Thank yourself. All right, I've done a good job today. I don't have to worry about this right now. I think this is enough. I'm blessed with this. I'm blessed with that. I'm blessed with my family. I'm blessed with the people around me. This is enough. Be contented. Be contented with what you have. And this is really corny. I know it's something I saw on the internet, but it's cliche pretty much. But there's this guy who he said, "Do you have a problem?" And it's either yes or no, right? If it's yes, is there a solution? And then if it's yes, then why worry? If it's no, the answer still is why worry? Sometimes we make up our own problems in our heads, and that's pretty much what anxiety is. Like really, it's you thinking about it over and over again, right? And sometimes you need to get out of your head and just stop worrying. Let go and let God. That's another nice one. Let go and let God.
My man.
Diego,
Yay.
thank you. I
Thank
mean,
you.
honestly, you have shared so much of your life and your journey, and of course, all of your amazing lessons and success now. And I feel like this was such a great interview to have because it was
Thank you.
at the right time and at the right place. Now, of course, she's still watching, and I'm gonna do Rico the honors because Rico loves doing this.
Go ahead.
But message to Barbie, who has been
Yeah.
supporting you as well. I mean, come on, Diego, we can't not
Yeah.
ask for a message.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's not difficult actually. Alam naman ni Bian. She met me in a bad time. And we always say this to each other. You know what? If may nangyari sa atin noong 2018, it wouldn't have been great. It wouldn't have ended well. Or it would have ended, obviously. So because of that, because she saw me back then and how she sees me now, I owe you a lot of credit to that, baby. So I'm thankful for you. Thankful for everything that you've been showing me. Although you may not know it, just from me observing you and the things you do, the things that you've achieved and how you take care of your family and your friends. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you. I really am. God damn it. I love
Thank
you,
you,
baby.
baby. I love you too.
Why am I getting kilig? Why am I like,
Grabe,
I've
no?
never been this genuinely happy for someone I'm not even close to.
Diba? I mean,
Is this how it feels?
Rico, Carla, sorry. I just have to put it in there. Because parang we didn't touch on this whole interview. My mom, my mom, she also really helped me through this. I just got to put that out there because I wanted to know it also that I'm so lucky with my mom. I'm so lucky to have such a patient and understanding mom. So mom, I love you too. Barbie, my mom, and even my tita Bing, my cousins. Everyone helped me through those better to forget days. I'm grateful for all of you, and I love you all very much.
since sandali, binabalik mo sa nanay mo, no? So, question lang. So,
Yeah,
nung,
sure.
you're very close to your mom. Your mom is getting in touch with you with everything that's happening. Paano mo nasabi sa nanay mo na may nililigawan ka? Paano mo ginawa
Hey!
yun?
Actually, Barbie's gonna kill me. So remember I told you about we went to the beach and
Yeah.
yeah, that story. Barbie came over and made paalam na tita, is it okay that Diego and a few of our friends are gonna go to the beach together? And then my mom, being my mom, she gave her the whole uh the Barbie kasi ayoko yung mga ganito, ayoko yung mga kaibigan na ganyan ganyan. So yeah, straight off the bat, my mom gave my Barbie the do's and don'ts, kumbaga. And doon ko nakita yung sincerity. As a friend, baby, as a friend. Are you sure? So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. She says as a friend, and I don't know. I'll let you guys decide.
So, magbabagi na kayo niyan as a friend.
Yeah, Rico! Rico!
Had to put it out
Well,
there.
that takes out
Had to
that
put it out
guessing.
there. She was supposed to join us, kaya lang galing daw siya sa derma, kaya hindi siya maka-join, Carla.
Aw.
Namumula yung mukha niya.
Whatever, Barbie. You're like so pretty, okay? You could like be fresh from the gym or whatever, and he'd still
Diba?
look 10 times better. I hate girls like her. It's unfair.
Galing daw siyang dermopolara yung face niya. So she can't join us. But next time daw, one-on-one daw with her.
Yeah, we'll have one-on-one with her, then we'll have the two of you together when you're locked in for
Yes.
the project. Diego, book it, bro.
Expect a DM.
Yeah, expect the DM, okay?
But thank you,
I will-
Diego. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you too. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm game. I'm just saying ngayon pa lang, I'm game for that interview. But like I'm not gonna, if she says that's how it went, I'm not gonna argue, or that's how it went. Yun na yun.
He is trained well. Barbie, you trained him well. Good
That's
job.
right.
But Diego,
Diego,
thank you for joining
well.
us. Congratulations.
Thank you
I mean,
also.
Becky's on the run, coming out in just a couple of days. You've got so many projects lined up. We wish you all the best. You deserve it. You deserve the love that you have been giving to everybody. So kudos to you, dude. Like, honestly, we can't wait to see what's in store for you. Keep safe, okay? And Rico will DM you once you and Barbie are locked in taping.
Keep safe. And also,
Got
do you
it.
have a new tattoo you want to show us? Do you have anything new?
No,
not yet?
actually, I wanted to get one, but it's not a priority right now. I think there are
Yeah.
other things that need to be done. So soon, maybe.
Zoom in na ni Karla. Hinihintay niya.
Don't
May
worry,
tattoo ka
Karla.
pa.
I'll
I'm
let you
fine.
know agad kapag may bag.
Diego, I'm fine. If it's above the waist, let me know. If it's below, you let Rico know, because
Well,
he's
you
the one
know.
who's so excited. He's
Yeah.
like, come on, other cheek, my friend.
Once again,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, maraming salamat, Diego, for taking time,
Thank
for
you.
sharing with us, your life, your story, your love, and the movie, of course, Becky's on the Run. Till then, we'll see you again. All right?
Take care,
Thank you,
Diego.
Rico, Karla. I appreciate you both so much. Thank you.
Oh, we
Thank
love
you.
you, dude. Take care.
Ladies and
Love
gentlemen,
you.
give it up for
Bye.
Diego Loyzaga. Becky's
love
on
him. I
the
was so-
front.
Rico, I was so excited when you said he was going to be our first guest in this new time slot. I was like, yes, like I'm so ready to hear the story, his redemption, and just, these are the people that you cheer for, These are the people that you want to succeed.
And then, yung
Aw.
sobrang perfect ng timing because we are going through a lot of
Yes.
things, and this is probably the first time that happened in a long time that everybody's all in a similar battle. And,
Yeah.
having Diego on the show really helped out a lot. It helped us figure it all out.
Yeah.
I mean, look how happy, how
I
genuinely
know.
happy he looks. The projects, everything is falling into place, as he did mention, one day at a time.
It's so inspiring. And I hope it encourages you monsters to count your blessings and just trust in what God has in store for you. Because you know what? Things may seem really tough and dark now, but they're not always going to be. So hopefully this inspired you. Welcome to our new time slot. More guests
Hey.
to come. More fun lives and crazy antics in between. But for Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, he's Rico Robles Live.
Kaka-Barbie din ako soon. And this is Karla Aguas. Till
Ano
then,
do?
for the music, keep it locked in here on the Monster.
Exclusive interview only on Manila's hottest Monster RX93.1.